the speaker is on, and all the honorable members. It's actually quite, I don't know whether it's amusing or we are still learning. But how can you tell the chair order, honorable the speaker? You are out of order, honorable members. The speaker is the chair. The speaker can only say order. Order. You are out of order. Mheshimiwa, the honorable Philip Rono, your point of order. Yes. Order. The clerks. I can assure you that where I'm sitting, the honorable Philip Rono, I didn't get what you are saying. Please provide the necessary communication equipment to the honorable member. Please, the honorable Philip Rono, if you don't mind, please, your point of order.
Not actually the point of order, Mr. Speaker, but this actually the point of information, Mr. Speaker.
Okay.
That actually the majority leader cannot call for the seconder before he reads the full reports, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. Before he reads the full report, it was actually a point of information.
Order. Thank you. The Honorable Ezron.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I rise to inform the Honorable House and to inform my predecessor, Honorable Majority, that is the mover of the motion. And the motion is in form of a report. And if he wishes somebody to second, he or she should be a member of that committee. So we can choose any other person, but probably a member of the committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Ezron. The Honorable Majority, please move your motion as per the standing orders.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I apologize for that, and this is a learning lesson, and I think I've also learned something which maybe will guide us all of us in the House, especially the new people in the next House, the new honorable members. Thank you very much. I beg to now move the motion, and I will request the members to adopt the report. Let me read the report that is presented by the selection committee, and pursuant to the standing order number 167. Let me go through the report.
Yes, the Honorable Paul Chirchir and the Honorable Majority, you take your seat when the, yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. So thank you for allowing us to learn. We're also learning. My point of information is that the Honorable Majority Leader to read the whole report from the front page to the last page so that it is captured in the answer, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Yes, thank you very much, the Honorable Paul Chirchir, and actually that is what I directed at the Honorable Majority Leader. Please move your motion as per the standing orders. Thank you. And honorable members, let's have order. Order, we give time majority to.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Let me move the motion that this House approve the report of the Selection Committee on the nomination of members to different House and sectoral committees of the Assembly. I now read the report. Okay, I request for a seconder from the member of committee.
No, Honorable Majority Leader. Order, Honorable Majority. Order. Order, the Honorable Majority. Just going by the point, order, Honorable members. Order. Order, honorable members. Order, honorable members. The Honorable Dr. Naman Rob.
majority of this House, the report that is before us is a faulty report, Mr. Speaker, sir. It is a report on the second assembly.
Order, Honorable. Order, Honorable. Order, Honorable Dr. Naman. Please take your seat. Order. Order, honorable members. Order, honorable members. Order. Can we please have order? Order, honorable members. Order the Honorable Philip Rono, and then I will give to the Honorable Gilbert Ngetich. An order, let's have order, honorable members.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I know we are still learning, Mr. Speaker, and actually no one should be actually victimized. But it is not in order, Mr. Speaker, Dr. Naaman, to start discussing the report, Mr. Speaker. That is not before the floor of the House, Mr. Speaker. So I urge, Mr. Speaker, that actually the same information, majority leader to should get actually the right information, Mr. Speaker, that issue first. Read the report, then appoint a member from this committee to second. Then now Dr. Naman will come in after you have opened the floor, Mr. Speaker. But for now, Mr. Speaker, let us allow majority leader to read the report, then give time to one of members from this committee, Mr. Speaker, to second before actually we deliberate on the same report.
Well prosecuted, the honorable member. The honorable order, the honorable Ezra. I want to order Honorable Gilbert Ngetich.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for giving me this opportunity. Could be to enjoin on what Honorable Rona said, that we have not to discuss a report which we have not yet been read on and also have not seconded. Mr. Speaker, I will also request that the Honorable member who just came on and could be to talk of the report before it is stapled, to apologize on calling it faulty, Mr. Speaker. That is demonization. That is demonization of a committee by just an honorable member, Mr. Speaker, sir. Thank you.
Yes, order. The Honorable Moses.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Sorry. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm arising on a point of information regarding the first page of this report. I think, to my level of understanding, we are in the third assembly, not in the second assembly. Thank you so much.
Okay. All the honorable members, can we allow the honorable majority? Yes, can we allow the honorable majority leader and the honorable majority? Please move your motion as per the standing orders. Yes. Order. The honorable majority, please take your place and move the motion. I will give the other directions at certain stage.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. This is part of the lessons. We are only 1 month in the Assembly, and I know
honorable members, honorable majority, may I remind all of you that we are live, yes, and therefore, honorable members, let us prosecute the matters of the House with the seriousness that it deserves. Proceed, the honorable majority.
Thank you very much. Now let me request the House, I think I have understood the process, and I also beg the members to be silent, not to whisper, so that I can concentrate and present the motion. I present the motion that this House approves the report of the Selection Committee on the nomination of members to different House and sectoral committees of the House. Kericho County Assembly will rectify the section of the Second Assembly to Third Assembly. I think it was an error. The Committee on Selection report on the nomination of members to different committees. submitted pursuant to Standing Order number 167, dated October 2022. At the Clerk's Chambers, County Kericho County Assembly, Building Kericho. Here are the contents. Previous mandate, membership of committee, nomination process, committee observation, committee recommendation and acknowledgement. So members, let me go through it. Mandate of the committee. The committee on selection is established pursuant to the Kericho County Assembly Standing Order number 167. The committee is mandated to nominate members to serve in committees, save for membership of the Assembly Business Committee and committees on appointment. Membership of the committee. The committee was constituted on 5th October 2022, and the membership of the committee is as follows. Number 1, Honorable Vincent Korea as chairperson. Number 2, Honorable Gilbert Getich. Number 3, Honorable Martin Cheruyot. Number 4, Honorable Albert Kipkoech. Number 5, Honorable Richard Langat. Number 6, Honorable Hesron Kimweno. Number 7, Honorable Peter Kimoy. Number 8, Honorable Beatrice Kimoy. Number 9, Honorable Eric B. The nomination process. The members of this committee were guided by the Constitution, Standing Orders, and the County Government Act. Gender regional balancing list of preference by honorable members. Membership and responsibilities in committees were the main pillars of this process. Committee observations. The committee observed the following. 1. The standing orders limit the sectoral committees' membership to 9. Number 2. The standing orders did not provide thresholds of some select committees. Number 3. The Constitution and standing orders gives precedence to gender balance principle over regional balance principle. The member cannot be placed in more than 3 sectoral committees. The regional balancing and affirmative action was considered, that those members without responsibility should be given a priority. Committee recommendation. In view of the committee's consideration of observation and pursuant to County Assembly Standing Order number 167, the committee nominates the following members to serve in following different committees. Sectoral committees. These committees are established via Standing Order number 205. The first committee, Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries. Members are Honorable Richard Cheruyot, Honorable Cheruyot Bet, Honorable Francis Kiblangaterer, Honorable Dominic Kipkrui Mutai, Honorable Julius Kipkorir Shele, Honorable Kiprotich Rogoy, Honorable Naman Kipsege Rob, Honorable Beatrice Kimoy, Honorable Anthony Ruta. Health Services. Number 1, Honorable David Kipkorir Martim, Honorable Moses Cheruyot, Honorable Hesron Kimweno, Honorable Dominic Kipkrui Mutai, Honorable Eric Brob B, Honorable Albert Kipkoech, Honorable Isaac Matker, Honorable Jepkuri Edna Tanui, Honorable Gilbert Kiprop Ngetich. Youth, Culture and Social Services. Number 1, Honorable Kimweno Kirui, Honorable Amos Kimutai Birir, Honorable Koskei Vincent, Honorable Opile Noela Omolo, Honorable Keino Chemuetich Dora, Honorable Jepkuri Edna Tanui, Honorable Jepkuri Bafina, Honorable Chemueno Gabriela, Honorable Pate Gladys Yesang. Public Works, Roads and Transport. Number 1, Honorable Moses Cheruyot. Number 2, Honorable Paul Kibiegon Chirchir. Number 3, Honorable Esron Kimweno. Number 4, Honorable Gilbert Kiprop Ngetich. Number 5, Honorable Hilary Kibet Bosuben. Number 6, Honorable Julius Kipkorir Shele. Number 7, Honorable Haron Kipkemoy Rotich. Number 8, Honorable Albert Kipkoech. Number 9, Honorable Jepogan Evelyn. Justice, Legal Affairs. Number 1, Honorable Simon Koske. Number 2, Honorable Eric Kipkuri Bet. Number 3, Honorable Paul Kipto B. Number 4, Honorable Kimweno Kiri. Number 5, Honorable Albert Kipkoech. Number 6, Honorable Keino Chemuetich Dora. Number 7, Honorable Korir Fancy Chepkorir.
Number 8, Honorable Chelangat Monica. Number 9, Honorable Koskei Vincent. Lands, Housing and Physical Planning. Number 1, Honorable Vincent Kipkuri Korir. Number 2, Honorable Hesron Kimweno. Number 3, Honorable Martin Kiblangat. Number 4, Honorable Kimweno Kirui. Number 5, Honorable Vincent Kimweno Kirui. Number 6, Honorable Dominic Kipkuri Mutai. Number 8, Honorable Haron Kipkemoy Rotich. Number 8, Honorable Matthew Kipkuri Korir. Number 9, Honorable Eric Kiprop B. Education, Child Welfare. Number 1, Honorable Simon Koske. Number 2, Honorable Cheriot Bet. Number 3, Honorable Hilary Kibet Posubin. Number 4, Honorable Matthew Kipkuri Korir. Number 5, Honorable Peter Kibet Kemoy. Number 6, Honorable Naman Kipsigay Rob. Number 7, Honorable Beatrice Chepkemoy. Number 8, Honorable Chebogan Evelyn. Number 9, Honorable Langat Irene. Governance, Labor and Social Welfare. Number 1, Honorable Anthony Ruto. Number 2, Honorable Paul Kipto B. Number 3, Honorable Anita Cherono Mibe. Number 4, Honorable Matthew Kipkiri Korir. Number 5, Honorable Masin Jeriki Konyo. Number 6, Honorable Beatrice Chepkemoy. Number 7, Honorable Korir Fancy Chepkorir. Number 8, Honorable Langat Chepkoech Winnie. Number 9, Honorable Chemwendo Gabriela. Finance, Economic Planning.
Yes, the Honorable Isra. Take your seat, the majority.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I want to inform the Honorable House and to remind the Honorable Majority Leader to recheck on application. I think there was a movement whereby Philip Mutai came instead of Beatrice. Thank you.
The Honorable Majority, before that, I know I'm the chair, but I'm just struggling to, on lands housing, there is Kipngeno Kirui and Vincent Kipngeno Kirui. Are they the same one person or two different people? Two different. Yeah, the Honorable Majority, please address, let's the Honorable Majority. Yes, the Honorable Majority. Always, Honorable members, when the speaker, you catch the eye of the speaker, and the Honorable Majority caught the eye of the speaker. So, Majority, you address the point of information by Hezro.
Now, I would like to address the issue on education. The other issues that were captured besides, I would like to read the list as it is, then I will now give out the other issue about education later on for a backup, because we have documentation and the rest. But allow me to continue reading the list, and then I will later on put in my comments.
Okay, I allow that. Proceed.
Thank you very much. Let me go to finance and economic planning. We have number 1, Honorable Moses Cheriot. Number 2, Honorable Philip Rono. Number 3, Honorable Paul Kibiawan Chirchir. Number 4, Honorable Eric Kipkuri Bet. Number 5, Honorable Hilary Kibet Posuben. Number 6, Honorable Amos Kimutai Birir. Number 7, Honorable Kiprotich Rogoñ. Number 8, Honorable Opile Noela Umolo. Number 9, Honorable Chemweno Jessica. We go to water, energy and sanitation. Number 1, Honorable Vincent Kipkuri Korir. Number 2 is Honorable Simon Koskei. Number 3, Honorable Philip Rono. Number 4, Honorable Martin Kiplangat. Number 5, Honorable Gilbert Kiprop Ngetich. Number 6, Honorable Anita Cherono Bibe. Number 7, Honorable Peter Kibet Kemoy. Number 8, Honorable Eric Kiprop B. Number 9, Honorable Naman Kipsegei Rob. Environment, Forestry and Natural Resources. Number 1, Honorable Richard Cheriot. Number 2, Honorable Philip Rono. Number 3, Honorable Martin Kiplangat.
Number 4, Honorable Philip Kipngeno Mutai. Number 5, Honorable Francis Kiplangaterer. Number 6, Honorable Julius Kipkori Siele. Number 7, Honorable Isaac Matkei. Number 8, Honorable Masinjeri Kikonyo. Number 9, Honorable Langat Irene Jebet. Trade internationalization. 1, Honorable Francis Kiplangaterer. Number 2, Honorable Peter Kibet Kemoy. Number 3, Honorable Kiprotich Rogony. Number 4, Honorable Koskei Vincent. Number 5, Honorable Keino Chemweti Dora. Number 6, Honorable Langat Chepkoech Winnie. Number 7, Honorable Chemweno Jessica. Number 8, Honorable Sirma Lili Chepkemoy. Number 9, Honorable Beth Gladys Chesang. Cooperative Management, Tourism and Wildlife. Number 1, Honorable David Kipkorir Martim. Number 2, Honorable Anthony Ruto. Number 3, Honorable Chelangat Monica. Number 4, Honorable Philip Kipngeno Mutai. Number 5, Honorable Beth Gladys Chesang. Number 6, Honorable Amos Kimutai Birir. Number 7, Honorable Jepkrui Edna Tanui. Number 8, Honorable Langat Chepkoech Winnie. Number 9, Honorable Jepkrui Bafina. Research, Information, Technology and E-Government. Number 1, Honorable Richard Chiruyot. Number 2, Honorable Philip Kipngeno Mutai. Number 3, Honorable Paul Kipto B. Number 4, Honorable Kipngeno Kirui. Number 5, Honorable Vincent Kipngeno Kirui. Number 6, Honorable Jepkrui Pafina. Number 7, Honorable Chemweno Jessica. Number 8, Honorable Silma Lily Chepkemoy. Number 9, Honorable Chemweno Gabriela. Select committees. These committees are established in the part XXI of the standing orders. Budget and Appropriation Committee. Standing Order 190.
Yes, the Honorable Deputy Speaker. Yes, the Honorable Majority, take your seat. Order, Honorable Members. Order. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Yep. I wish to inform the Leader of Majority that there's no part XX1. It should be part 21. So let it be informed that there's no XXI. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, the Honorable Deputy Speaker. Order, Honorable Members. The Honorable Majority stand guided that there is no such in the standing orders. And yes, what is it, the Honorable Philip Rono? Okay. So the Honorable Majority, proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I needed to take a cup of water so that I can continue.
Order, Honorable Majority.
Now,
do you want the Sergeant at Arms provide the Majority Leader with some 2 bottles of water?
Now let me.
Order, Honorable Members. Proceed, the Honorable Majority.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Allow me to repeat the select committees. And I can say it is in Roman numbers. Maybe some of us have forgotten the Roman numbers. But now, these committees are established in part 21 in Roman numbers of the standing orders. The Budget and Appropriation Committee, standing order number 190. Number 1, Honorable Vincent Kipkuri Korir. Number 2, Honorable Richard Cheriot. Number 3, Honorable David Kipkorir Martin. Number 4, Honorable Simon Koskei. Number 5, Honorable Philip Rono. Number 6, Honorable Esron Kipngeno. Number 7, Honorable Moses Cheriot. Number 8, Honorable Anthony Ruto. Number 9, Honorable Paul Kibiagon Chirchir. Number 10, Honorable Cheriot Bet. Number 11, Honorable Martin Kiplangat. Number 12, Honorable Eric Kipkuri Bet. Number 13, Honorable Philip Kipngeno Mutai.
Number 14, Honorable Paul Kiptoo B. Number 15, Honorable Gilbert Kiprop Ngatich. Number 16, Honorable Kimweno Kirui. Number 17, Honorable Francis Kiplangaterer. Number 18, Honorable Anita Chirono Mibe. Number 19, Honorable Vincent Kimweno Kirui. Number 20, Honorable Hilary Kibet Basuben. 21, Honorable Amos Kimutai Birir. 22, Honorable Dominic Kipkuru Mutai. 23, Honorable Julius Kipkori Siele. 24, Honorable Haron Kipkemo Rotich. 25, Honorable Matthew Kipkuri Korir. 26, Honorable Peter Kibet Kemoy. 27, Honorable Kiprotich Rowan. 28, Honorable Kiprop B. 29, Honorable Albert Kipkoech. 30, Honorable Naman Kipsegei Rob. We also have the liaison committee, which is yet to be constituted, comprising of Deputy Speaker as chairperson and chairs of all committees, which shall be constituted after this shortly. Committee on Implementation. Number 1, Honorable Vincent Kipkuri Korir. Number 2, Honorable Cheriot Bet. Number 3, Honorable Pile Noela Omolo. Number 4, Honorable Isaac Matker. Number 5, Honorable Jepkuri Enna Tonui. Number 6, Honorable Beatrice Chepkemoy. Number 7, Honorable Chelangat Monica. Number 8, Honorable Jemweno Jessica. Number 9, Honorable Langat Irene Chebet. Powers and privileges. Number 1, Honorable Dr. Patrick Mutai, the Speaker. Number 2, Honorable Amos Mutai Birir. Number 3, Honorable Peter Kibet Kemoy. Number 4, Honorable Mercy Njeri Gikonyo. Number 5, Honorable Korir Fancy Chepkorir. Number 6, we have Honorable Chepwogan Evelyn. Number 7, Honorable Silma Lily Chepkemoy. Number 8, Honorable Jemweno Gabriela. Number 9, Honorable Philip Kimwena Mutai. Public Accounts and Investment Committee. Number 1, Honorable David Kipkorir Martin. Number 2, Honorable Vincent Kipkuri Korir. Number 3, Honorable Haron Kipkemoy Rotich. Number 4, Honorable Albert Kipkoech. Number 5, Honorable Mercy Njeri Gikonyo. Number 6, Honorable Keino Chemweti Dora. Number 7, Honorable Korir Fancy Chepkemoy. Number 8, Honorable Paul Kipiagon Chirchir. Number 9, Honorable Sirma Lily Chepkemoy. Delegated County Legislation Committee. Number 1, Honorable Richard Cheriot. Number 2, Honorable Paul Kiptoo B. Number 3, Honorable Anita Chirono Mibe. Number 4, Honorable Koskei Vincent. Number 5, Honorable Pile Noela Omolo. Number 6, Honorable Langat Chepkoech. Number 7, Honorable Chepkuri Pafina. Number 8, Honorable Irene Chebet. Number 9, Honorable Jemweno Gabriela. Mr. Speaker, sir, revisiting the Committee on Education, I have 2 members who agreed, and they did in writing to swap the various committees. Let me read the letter. I write to inform you. Thank you.
Order letter. Can you just finish that night?
Okay. Let me read the letter to the House. The letter is addressed to the chair selection and received by House Majority Leader, signed by the members, that the 2 members are Philip Kimweno Mutai and Beatrice Chepkemoy, agreed that Philip Mutai be moved to education and Beatrice Chepkemoy be moved to environment. Thank you very much.
Order, honorable members, the Honorable Paul Chirchir, your point of information. Take your seat, Majority.
Mr. Speaker, sir, we do not have a problem with members swapping, but my point of information is that the procedure of the motion is that the Honorable Majority Leader should read the motion from the first page to the last page. Then he can now move one member can now move an amendment to swap the 2 members, Mr. Speaker, sir. So, and the Honorable Member still has the last page, the acknowledgement, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Order. Honorable Philip Rono. Honorable Philip Rono. You said point of order or point of information?
Point of information, Mr. Speaker.
Okay.
I want to actually inform Mr. Paul Chirchir, Mr. Speaker, that actually the Honorable Majority Leader is right, Mr. Speaker. Based on Standing Order number 172, Mr. Speaker, the report of a committee, Mr. Speaker, no, so this one, Mr. Speaker, will not be subjected to amendment, Mr. Speaker. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Majority Leader is in the right track, Mr. Speaker, but not Honorable Paul Chirchir, Mr. Speaker. You can read Standing Order number 172, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
The honorable members, I think the Honorable Majority, you did not finish. First of all, you did not finish. Please let him finish first.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. I've done the presentation of the membership, including the request by the members. Now, let me now conclude my report. Acknowledgement from the committee. The committee wishes to thank the officers of the Speaker and the Clerk of the Assembly for the necessary support extended to it in the execution of its mandate. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is my pleasant duty, pursuant to Standing Order number 167, to present the report on the nomination of members to different committees by the Committee on Selection for consideration by the House. I have signed the report, and members who have also signed the report are there in the report. Eric B., Gilbert Ngetich, Beatrice Kemoy, Gilbert Kibet, Martin Cheriot, and Corinne Vincent. Thank you very much. I now beg...
thank you very much. You are seconder.
Eric B.
Seconder of the motion. Yes, the Honorable Eric B.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me this opportunity just to second the motion. Before I second Honorable Speaker, I'd like to add my observation. Since I was a member and I'm a member of this committee, Mr. Speaker, sir, actually, as per the standing orders, Mr. Speaker, there is a kind of limitation to sectoral committees membership to be 9. So based on our calculation and the model we used to place these members, Mr. Speaker, if you do calculation 9 times 14 sectoral, you'll find that the total membership will be 126, Mr. Speaker. And when you divide with these members, some are going to miss to get 3, because as per the standing orders, it limits. There's no more member who will have a sectoral more than 3, Mr. Speaker. So I think if you calculate in this house, we have 47 times 3, meaning we shall be having 141, and the sectoral committees, Mr. Speaker, is 126. So meaning there are some members who will have less committee in sectoral, and I think this was the model we actually buy during our placement. Mr. Speaker, secondly, I'll also want to reiterate on the regional balance, because if you see the membership of this selection committee, Mr. Speaker, most of the members came from 6 sub-counties, and the representation of this house, actually when you are placing the members, every member who comes from each sub-county were able to gather the needs of the members. So I think based on regional balance, it is okay, Mr. Speaker. And maybe my last word, I would like to request this honorable member to support this report. I second. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the Honorable Eric B. Maybe before I propose, this is to the office of the clerk. There is an indication that the Kericho County Assembly, second assembly, you need to be alive to the fact that this is the 3rd assembly of the county government of Kericho, and such errors should not occur in this honorable house. You are encouraged to always proofread your work so that this is a house of rules and procedures. Secondly, having gone through this report, this is to the majority leader and the committee on selection on your observations. I want to particularly take you to observation number 5, where you say that the regional balancing and affirmative action was considered. Honorable members, as I say, this is a house of rules and procedures. If you look at your budget and appropriation committee, you have not met the threshold of affirmative action. So, and therefore, next order, next, the observation number 5, the Honorable Majority and your team. This is a house, you know, government is perpetual, and such records will always be here for the rest of our lives. So consider and look at your observations accordingly before you make any comments on any reports. This does not apply to this report only, but even in future reports. So having said that, I now propose the question that this House approves the report of the Selection Committee on the nomination of members to different House and sectoral committees of the Assembly. And I open the floor for the members to contribute. Yes, the Honorable Dr. Naman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for giving me an opportunity to contribute to the report that is before this House. And I would like to begin from the point of order that one of the honorable member had mentioned regarding the use of the word faulty. I would like to inform the House, Mr. Speaker, sir, that in Standing Order number 98 says that a honorable member may recant the words that have been used that are exceptional. And when you look at the Oxford Dictionary for the meaning of the word exceptional, Mr. Speaker, sir, there are words that are unusual and derogative. The word...
Order. The Honorable Eric B., point of information. What's your point of information?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I think I don't know how to put it because before you allow members to discuss, to debate, I never heard you putting the question, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Eric B., does it mean that you don't have the confidence with your speaker? And the Honorable Member, it seems that you must have been somewhere in some processes taking place inside. I guess this morning. Is it morning? Yeah, it's still morning. So I want to believe that the Honorable Member, you must have been tired because this must have been a lot of work. I've just learned that you are one of the committee members of the select committee. The speaker did put the question. I said I put the question. Is that not true, honorable members? So you are out of order, the Honorable Eric B., and you need to withdraw those comments because that will be like, of course, failing to have confidence in your chair. Please withdraw.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I think I withdraw, but we read the question, the entire question, Mr. Speaker, before you put the question. Actually, thank you.
Oh, the Honorable Member, I did read the question, but let us proceed, Honorable Members. Dr. Naman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I was proceeding to inform the Honorable House that the term that I used was not derogative, it was not unusual.
Yes, the Honorable Paul Chirchir.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I think we need to be taken back for better induction, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, we are already debating on the report. So when a member rises, you either reject the report with your contribution or you support the report, Mr. Speaker, sir. There is no way you can deviate and take us back to something that has been prosecuted and done and disposed of, Mr. Speaker, sir. So the members should stand guided and reread the standing orders of the County Assembly of Kericho, Mr. Speaker, sir, on motions, rules, and procedures, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you very much, the Honorable Dr. Naman. The floor is now open for you to debate on the motion by the Honorable Majority.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I would also like to inform...
Yes, proceed.
I would like also members to be very patient as we are giving out our contributions on the report, because I was informing the Honorable House on possibility of the terms that a member thought I had used that was exceptional and out of context. Secondly, Mr. Honorable Speaker, sir, is on standing order number 100 concerning this report. It is now a requirement that as we are preparing the reports that are coming before the Honorable House, is that we, particularly on section number 3, that is on committee's observation, I didn't see...
standing order number?
Yes, standing order number 100.
Read. Can you read?
Reads on the question of conflict of interest of the members. The members that had been given the mandate to prepare this report and place the members into the various sectorial committees and even other standing committees of this House did not declare their interest, Mr. Speaker. They sat down, put the members into different committees, including putting themselves into various committees without declaring their interest in section number 3.0. And it is important for them to include that part. Either they include that part on the report, or we will again, and I will use the same term, that the report becomes faulty, and if it appears before anywhere, including the court of law, may be rejected, Honorable Speaker, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
That is my contribution to this report.
Thank you so much, the Honorable Naman. I'm struggling. I have my standing orders here. I'm struggling to see standing order 100 subsection 3. So I have 100 subsection 1 and subsection 2. So which particular standing order are you referring to? Yes.
Mr. Speaker, this House is a House of Rules and Procedures. We are on the floor debating a report by the Honorable Majority Leader, Mr. Speaker, sir. It is either the member supports the report or rejects the report, Mr. Speaker, sir. There is no middle ground on this report or any report, Mr. Speaker, sir. The member should read motions, the standing order section on motions, and he will be guided, Mr. Speaker, sir. So it's either he rises to support the report or he rejects the report, Mr. Speaker, sir. There is no point of standing to give us stories, Mr. Speaker, sir. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, the Honorable Member. Yes, the Honorable Dr. Naman, stand guided that after the Speaker has proposed and opened the floor of the House, please take your seat. The Speaker is on. You, of course, as rightly put by the Honorable Paul Chirchir, you either support or reject, but with comments, with your observation. So unless your observations, of course, you have your observation, but you still have to inform this House whether you support or reject the motion. So I direct that you please take the mic and perhaps proceed and prosecute the matter as per the standing orders. Order, honorable members, let's give him time.
Honorable Chairman, as I appreciate the work that has been done by the committee, I have made my observations that the corrections be put on the report and I support the works that have been done. Without that observation, Chairman, it is putting this out. Speaker
Order.
is the chair of the House.
Yes.
Yes.
Order.
Honorable Speaker, sir.
Order.
Without the observations that I have given,
Yes.
then it is putting this House into prejudice. I support with the corrections that I have observed. Thank you.
Order, honorable member. Order first. You know, when you refer to your standing orders, unless it is by way of an amendment, then you cannot just say you support by an correction. Is that okay? So, but having said that, I think the Honorable Dr. Naman seems, from where the chair is, seems to be supporting the report. You haven't proposed any amendment. You have just only indicated that the standing orders, number 100, and you talk about the issues of personal interest, which I think that matter ought to have been addressed by. I'll give it to the majority to talk about it later after this. The Honorable, I'll give to the Honorable Cheriot Bet, and then I'll give to the Honorable Eric B.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for giving the people of Inamoi Ward an opportunity to give their input, Mr. Speaker, of course, through their representative, Mr. Speaker, who happens to be myself. Mr. Speaker, I will rise to, first of all, Mr. Speaker, commend the committee on selection. I know it wasn't a very easy task. Apportioning members, Mr. Speaker, to various committees, I know, is an hectic process, but all said and done, Mr. Speaker, I think I support the report done by the selection committee. Mr. Speaker, you know what the honorable member was saying. You know, Honorable Dr. Newman is my university mate, Mr. Speaker, and he's always critiquing issues. He knows a doctor, Mr. Speaker. I think we only have two doctors here. So we allow him to critique issues the way he's doing, because of course some of us has never reached there, Mr. Speaker. But this committee has done a good work. Somehow, Mr. Speaker, you know, as you contribute, you may have your reservation, and those reservations may be used to better the reports that are going to be presented before this county assembly, Mr. Speaker, in future, Mr. Speaker. But I want to say that I want to commend the work done by the committee. They may not be 100%, Mr. Speaker, but of course, as a teacher, Mr. Speaker, also, apart from being a politician, I'm also a teacher of Kiswahili and history, Mr. Speaker. I think they are above average, Mr. Speaker. They did their best, and I know balancing members in various committees. Everyone had interest. I can tell you, Mr. Speaker, these are areas of interest. Everyone had interest, Mr. Speaker. I was looking at the list that we did indicated the committees that you wanted to be members to, Mr. Speaker. There was a committee, Mr. Speaker, like for example, the Committee on Lands. There was a lot of requests from honorable members. I think there were 20 something, Mr. Speaker, and you know we only need 9. So there was no way you could maybe satisfy the interest of each and every member. But I want to thank the committee, of course, led by Vincent, Mr. Speaker, because at least each and every member has 2 or 3 sectoral committees, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I also want to, of course, there's a senior member, Mr. Speaker, that you need not to be even in 5 committees. You can be in one committee and you could be very effective and very efficient in that one committee, Mr. Speaker. I can tell you, even going to all these other committees, Mr. Speaker, you may not get enough time to give your best in the entire committees, Mr. Speaker. So I want to urge the honorable members that the time of, Mr. Speaker, we need to now rule out doing our oversight role, Mr. Speaker, and the various committees, the backstops of the committee now, Mr. Speaker. We need to have begun doing our work, Mr. Speaker. We have statements that we want to seek, Mr. Speaker, but you cannot seek a statement when the committees are not yet in place, Mr. Speaker, because our people down there, Mr. Speaker, requires us, Mr. Speaker, to begin doing some work, Mr. Speaker. There are money in the county executive, Mr. Speaker, that we need the executive to dispense with those money, Mr. Speaker. It is only through these committees that we are going to ask a lot of questions concerning the progress of various development works, Mr. Speaker, because that is basically why the people sent us to this county assembly, Mr. Speaker. So I just want to say that let's not take much of the time, Mr. Speaker, in maybe talking about, because I think they've done their work each and every member is in one or two committees, Mr. Speaker, be satisfied, Mr. Speaker, we move forward, Mr. Speaker, so that at least we begin work. Otherwise, I support the report and I commend the committee on a job that they did, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, the Honorable Chariot, the Honorable Eric B. Okay, the Honorable Matthew Korir.
Asante sana Bwana Spika. Bwana Spika, ningependa tu kwa njia moja au nyingine kuunga mkono vile viongozi wengine wameweza kuongea kuhusu hii mjadala. Ningependa kushukuru wale walihusika, hasa wakiongozwa na mwenyekiti na wengine wenye wamekuwa walikaa chini na kuangalia ni vizuri kila mtu mwenye amekuwa ameomba kuingia katika kamati aliweza kupata, na ningependa kusema tuko tayari sasa vile tumeweza kupata kamati tuweze kusongesha mambo na mjadala ya assembly huu. Ningependa kusema asante kwa haya yote, ninaunga mkono kwa roho mkunjufu. Thank you sir.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa. The Honorable Gilbert Ngetich.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for giving me this opportunity also to represent the good people of Kishara to actually support this particular report, in which I am also one of the members who really sat on it, working on it, until we have now these honorable members placed in various committee. Honorable Speaker, it was not as easy as we thought, but we made an effort to ensure each and every member do exist in each and every or particular committee, the select and the sectoral committee. Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm very sure it may not be 100% good, but I'm sure we did something which is reasonable, which can be actually considered to be a good work for the committee. And in this conjunction, let me just appreciate whatever members are supporting, because not an easy task, and I'm very sure, as we really need also to have a progress in this county of ours, I see it good that we endorse the report as we really work on having the sectoral committees working for us to have money to go to the awards. There are awards which are really, all these words require works, Mr. Speaker. And as we endorse the regular committees, we will have things running, and we will have the county assembly being felt as an oversight team. Let me take this opportunity to appreciate you also, Honorable Speaker, for the time you've given unto us to work on this regular report, and the advice you also give as to pertain the workings. Let me just hope that it will go well and we find it actually safe for us to have the county running. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you very much. The Honorable, that is the Honorable Anita, yes. I guess that is Anita. Yeah, the Honorable Anita, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for the opportunity to be able to support the report before us today. I want to commend the selection committee for the sacrifice and the time they took to actually put this together in the shortest time possible. Most of the members have actually been able to, be put in different committees as per the request. As much as some of us or some of the members might not have been able to fit in because of the limits and all the challenges that were there. And I would like to just look at there was that aspect of considering the gender balance, which I think all of us will agree that on the budget committee we didn't meet the gender balance, and that is being guided by the standing order, which 201, it says that the county budget and appropriation committee is comprised of all the elected members of the county assembly. And that, I know the committee couldn't do more than that, but my request that in the future we'll be able to look at the standing orders and maybe agree on a number. Because if we all go by elected, we're not sure that every time we'll have one or two from the women or the female side. So that would be my request as the House. Maybe consider next time we amend the numbers so that we are able to actually balance and get a good number from all the both sides. Let me say thank you so much and wish well all the committees as we serve our people. I think we've been mandated to deliver. It's not that when you're serving on the roads, you only work for your ward, but for all of us as Kericho County. So it is my request that whoever has been given a section to work, let us support all the members so that I don't feel like I'm not in this department or this sector, then I'm not able to work for my people. I want to believe that those who are in all the sectors are representing all of us, and we're going to all work in harmony to be able to serve the Kericho people at the time that they need us, which is now. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, the Honorable Anita. The Honorable, you will allow me because I didn't put my glasses today. The Honorable, yes. Oh yes, the Honorable Francis Terer.
Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to support the report. From the onset, Mr. Speaker, I want to say that the task which the select committee had was not very simple. But we want to thank you so much from the majority leader and the entire committee. We want to thank you so much because you did a very wonderful job. It was not very easy. Although I'm missing in some select committees, I want to say I will serve in 3 sectoral committees: agriculture, trade, and another one is, Mr. Speaker, sir, let me confirm. So I will serve in agriculture and livestock fisheries. That's the first one. Trade. And then the second one is, the third one is environment. Those are the 3 sectoral committees, Mr. Speaker, I will serve in. And I want to promise each and every member of this House that I will deliver. I will fight for all. I will not fight for my own interest. I will fight for the entire assembly interest. So I want to say, Mr. Speaker, sir, I want to congratulate the entire select committee for doing a very wonderful job. You did it. It was not very easy, but you spent most of your time, most of your energies trying to balance each and every member of this county assembly. So congratulations. Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much, the Honorable Francis Terer. I think from the chair, I must say that you are very passionate about being in those committees. I will only have to wish you the very best as you serve the electorates. Honorable members, as you notice that I'm really struggling because I don't have glasses. I also want you to help me distinguish the 2 honorable members. There is one Honorable Kimgeno Kirui and Honorable Vincent, keep the same names. Can we distinguish the honorable member? Honorable members, can we please have them so that they can catch the eye of the speaker? Because I've been trying to think and yes, the honorable. So this is the Honorable Kimgano Kirui. Yes, the honorable member for Litein. Please.
Asante sana Bwana Speaker. Najua umekuwa na shida kweli. Pia mimi nakuwa na hiyo shida. Kutafuta mahali imeandikwa jina langu. So mimi inaitwa Vincent Kimweno Kirui, MCA Litein Ward. Na nimesimama tena kuunga mkono yaliyowasilishwa na kamati ambayo walienda kufanya ukarabati huko Nairobi.
Thank you very much, the Honorable Minister. I can assure you, the Honorable Vincent, you have really caught the eye of the Speaker with such comments. Yes, the Honorable Kimungano Kirui. Yes. Yeah, order, honorable members. Order. Let's listen to the Honorable Kimungano Kirui. Order.
Asante sana, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mimi ni Kimungano Kirui, MCA Tepesoni kwa naunga mkono majority kwa kazi amefanya. Asante sana.
Thank you very much, the Honorable. I can assure you that now, from now onwards, the Speaker can differentiate both the Kimungano Kiruis, the Honorable Kimungano Kiruis. Yes, the Honorable, I saw the Honorable Irene Chebet. Honorable members, let us not consult loudly. Yes, proceed.
So, thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, sir. So, I rise to support the motion that has been tabled by Majority Leader. In a scale of 1 to 10, I give the Select Committee 7. So you did a commendable job. I know this was it was not an easy exercise. Placing people to the respective committees, it is taking a lot of energy, and it requires also a lot of calculative move. So we must thank you for that. And I must also thank the committee, because initially I thought maybe the nominated MCAs could be pushed to those, in quotes, those committees that people normally call the less active. But from the observation, there is a balance. So we thank you for that. And I think that team is very much satisfied. And from here too, I can say I've seen an assembly up and running now. So because we are waiting, the ground there, people are waiting for our services. So I think from here, things will roll normally. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, the Honorable Irene. The Honorable Paul Chirchir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. I rise to support the report on selection committee, Mr. Speaker, sir. That I want to wish all the members who have been put on various committees the best. This assembly, Mr. Speaker, sir, will be as strong as the committees, Mr. Speaker, sir. The committee will be as strong as the leadership, Mr. Speaker, sir. Our oversight role is very, very important, and that can only be discharged when we have very active committees. So, members, we hit the road running. We are time-bound. The financial year is halfway, and nothing much has been done because we do not have committees in place. Once we have the committees in place, we'll be able to raise statements. Like myself, I've got statements on cooperatives, I've got statements on roads, I've got statements on agriculture, Mr. Speaker, so, but I'm not able to table the statement, Mr. Speaker, because there is no committee in place. I also wish to congratulate the chair, our majority leader, and members of the selection committee for banning midnight oil to make sure that all the 6 sub-counties are represented in all the sectoral committees and in all the other committees, Mr. Speaker, sir. Gender, thank you very much. I have seen gender is represented everywhere, Mr. Speaker, sir. Minority is also included. So we have roles representation, Mr. Speaker, sir. So that is the reason I support this report, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. The Honorable Isaac Matkeir.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for granting me this opportunity. Mr. Speaker, sir, I raise to support the motion. Mr. Speaker, sir, our select committee did a marvelous work. I read them 90 over 100. But Mr. Speaker, sir, if we go to the budget and appropriation committee, Mr. Speaker, sir, we the nominated officer we are not included in the future. I urge this House, let us amend these standing orders with this fairness. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you so much, the Honorable Isaac Metker. Point of information from the Honorable Philip Rono. What is it this time, the Honorable Member?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Maybe to inform Honorable Isaac, Mr. Speaker, is that actually on the issue of Budget and Appropriation Committee, Mr. Speaker, it is actually in the standing orders on the formation of that committee, Mr. Speaker, that it is actually members representing various wards, Mr. Speaker. So I rise to defend the committee. They had no, their hands were actually tied, Mr. Speaker. I believe they could do their best, Mr. Speaker. It's only that the standing order state like that, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the Honorable Philip Rono. Of course, the Honorable Metker was concerned about the omission of some members, and I think he has ably indicated that in the future this Honorable House should do something. And that is why during my first observation of this report, I did made a comment that the committee observation was a bit misleading on the aspect of gender when it comes to budget and appropriation. So those are the things that this House needs to note. And as I said, we make rules for prosperity and we don't make it for personal interest. So honorable members, I encourage you, even as you prosecute all your matters, please have the interest of the whole county at heart. The Honorable Paul B.
Thank you very much, Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. As I stand to support the report, Honorable Speaker, I'll only support, but I'll not congratulate the team that went to do the work.
Order, honorable members. Yes, proceed.
I want to repeat, as I stand to support the report, myself, I'll not congratulate the team that did the work, because as per the committees, Honorable Speaker, I'm seeing that there are members who are more super than the others, and I'm told, I heard that there was a remote control that was controlling the whole thing. In essence, there was no point of us writing down what actually we wanted to be placed.
Yes, point of information. The Honorable Paul B, take your seat.
Mr. Speaker, sir, we are a house of rules and procedures. We have answered, Mr. Speaker, sir, any allegations that are made in this House, Mr. Speaker, sir, should be substantiated. If a member makes a contribution and cannot substantiate the allegations that they are making, then a member would be out of order and should be ordered to withdraw such allegations, Mr. Speaker, sir, if they cannot substantiate. When one says a report was made and it was remote control, Mr. Speaker, sir, that is demeaning the selection committee, Mr. Speaker, sir. So if the other member confirms his allegations or he withdraws and apologizes, Mr. Speaker, sir, otherwise he will be out of order.
Thank you very much, the Honorable Paul. The Honorable Paul Kipto, proceed as you.
Thank you very much.
Not an attempt to substantiate.
Speaker.
Yes.
The honorable member who has just left, Honorable Speaker, it's not about standing up every now and then, giving out information. You could have even listened fast for what I want to relay. Honorable Speaker, it's not about just withdrawing. The honorable member who has just left, when you look at the committees he's been placed, very strong. There are very strong committees in this House, Honorable Speaker. And there are members who want to place themselves, the way they want. As I stand here, Honorable Speaker, I carry the people of Kapsaos, honorable members who brought me here. Myself, when I go through the whole list where I was placed, there's nowhere that I wrote even one. There's nowhere. So when you stand here to tell me I withdraw, I don't know. Honorable Speaker, but I want to say I support the report the way it is. But moving forward, I tend to believe that before they left, the committee left to Nairobi, I stood here and I told them, moving forward, let us be one. The reflection of this report shows, the division is going more deeper. We are here. How did they charge that I'm fit in the ICT committee? What did they use? They rated what in me? Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much, the Honorable Paul Kipto. The Honorable members, I know this as we put it, and I will give it to the majority. Where I did call for, I made an appeal really that anything that we do in this House, I know it's a product of consultation from you. And at the same time, I understand and accept that sometimes, of course, and I must congratulate the Honorable Paul Kipto, because I think he was the best student in, there was a book called The Animal Farm. I guess he was quoting that, the Honorable members. That is why he referred that perhaps there was, but of course we expected him, having said that, because this is a House of Rules and Procedures, and indeed he has, he ought to have withdrawn, and when he has not withdrawn, he had indicated that the Honorable Paul Chirchir, which I want to give you to make a comment on the same, because this is a House that of records, and records must, of course, be actual and factual. The Honorable Paul Chirchir, anything to that effect?
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. The reason that members were asked to make a wish list, the wish list was not final. The final report was with the selection committee. Like myself, Mr. Speaker, sir, I had indicated that I wish to serve in health, but I wasn't given that chance because members saw I can better serve in another committee. That's why I'm a member of roads and finance only in sectoral committees. So when a member makes an allegation to the Speaker, sir, and as I said, this is a house of rules and procedures. When you alleges, must prove. When a member says that the committee of selection was remote control, Mr. Speaker, sir, he needs to prove the remote control on the committee of selection, Mr. Speaker, sir. If he's unable, Mr. Speaker, sir, to confirm, then he has to withdraw, because it is already in the Hansard, and once the Hansard is transcribed, it will yes. Make very serious allegations on the committee of selection, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Honorable Paul, there is a point of information from the Honorable Dr. Naman. Yes, what is it? The point.
Point of information, Mr. Speaker, sir. There is a continuous use of a cliché by the honorable members alleging that this house is house of rules and procedures. I would like to encourage the honorable members to be going for linguistical classes. This house is house of representation, but we have the rules and the procedures of the house. There is a whole difference. That is the point of information I would like to use, because we are live and all the proceedings of this house is being broadcasted nationally. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, the Honorable Paul Chirchir, do you please finish your point?
Mr. Speaker, sir, no one should cast aspersions on a committee, Mr. Speaker, sir. My point of concern is that we need to respect selection committee. We need to respect each committee of this house, Mr. Speaker, sir. Because when a committee does their job, it is not their job, it is the committee of this house. That is why the committee on selection was approved by this house, and they were given the mandate to serve as per the standing order for the County Assembly of Kenya, Mr. Speaker, sir. So my point is this: let the honorable member either substantiate or withdraw and apologize, Mr. Speaker, sir. That's my point, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you very much, the honorable member. The honorable, I want to give it to the honorable majority, because you know you are the chairman, and having heard what the order, the honorable majority, you had. Yes, I'll give it to you, the honorable Paul. I'm just making a comment that the honorable Paul Chirchir have, of course, requested the honorable Paul Kipto to substantiate the allegations that there was a remote control. You know, as the chair, we need this house also, as Dr. Naman put it, this is the house of representation, and of course we are live. And when such comments are made, it may also bring disrepute to this house. And therefore, we need a confirmation from the honorable majority and the selection. And I want to believe that when the honorable majority, who is the chairman, speaks, he speaks on behalf of the select committee. So the honorable majority, before I give to Paul, I want to give to the honorable Paul Kipto to one point on information, and then maybe you can answer that and clear the air on the same, so that let it be on record that indeed, if there was a remote control, fine, let it be recorded, and if not, then also let it be recorded that way. The honorable Paul Kipto.
Thank you, Speaker. Before maybe I withdraw, in which of course I know I will not, as with the essential committees, Honorable Speaker, let us go as per the committees I was placed in. One, Speaker.
Just proceed. Just proceed.
One, Speaker, considering the work and the mandate I was given by the people, I'm being placed in justice. What sort of justice do my people need in Kapsaos? Number two, governance. Instead of placing me in roads, water, even one, Honorable Speaker, and then you come here to tell me research. What sort of research do you want me to come, Mr. Speaker, let us be open to one another here. And then you place yourself in roads, you place yourself in health, how super are you? Are we super courts? There are super courts than others here.
Order, honorable member. Order, the honorable Paul Kipto. I want to direct as follows, that the majority, the honorable majority, can you please clear the air on this matter of remote control, and then I will make a directive.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I think the discussion is
order,
good, but I would like to...
Order. Let's order, honorable members. Yes, proceed.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this chance. I do also believe that the discussion that we have is very good, and I want to request the members that kindly let's be objective. What I want to confirm to this House is that the select committee was properly constituted in this House, and it was approved by this House, and again we were given the mandate by the House to go and place members to each select committee. And again, I can say we are not 100%, but basing on all those other factors that we had put in place, I would like to say we tried our best. But the issue that our member has raised, saying that there was a remote control, I think that's not possible for a human being to be controlled remotely. So what I can say is, kindly, I would also love if you can withdraw that statement, because we are a honorable House, we are a House of rules and procedures, and the mandate that you are given as committee, we executed to our level best.
Thank you, the honorable.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, the honorable Hezron.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, sir, for giving me this opportunity, Mr. Speaker, to raise and support the motion by the Honorable Chair of Selection Committee, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I know it wasn't an easy task, basing that we had over 126 membership in sectorial and over 40 membership in select committee, Honorable Speaker. So balance.
Honorable member, there was a very serious matter.
Yes, I am coming.
Can we dispense on that matter?
I am coming.
As you support the motion because of time also.
I am coming. Okay. I am coming. So, Honorable Speaker.
Yes, the Honorable Fancy. What is it?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for giving me this chance. I stand to read the standing order number 121 on action to be taken on refusal of withdrawal. If any member shall refuse to withdraw when required to do so by or under this standing order, the Speaker or the chairperson of the committee, as the case may be, having called the attention of the assembly or committee to the fact that recourse to force, if is necessary in order to compel such member to withdraw, shall order such member to be removed, and such member shall be, without question, be put to suspend from the service of the assembly during the remainder of this session, and shall be during such suspension forfeit the right of access to persons of the assembly, and the sergeant at arms shall take the necessary action, enforce the order. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Yes, thank you, the Honorable Fancy. Honorable members, let us not jump the gun. We still Can we have a point of information from the Honorable Matthew, please? And let's be brief, because we only have around 17 minutes.
Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker. I want to inform Honorable Fancy that we have only one chair. That is Honorable Speaker. One, Honorable Paul Chirchir Kibiegon requested the Honorable Member to withdraw, but not the chair of this county assembly, that is the Speaker. So I think the Speaker will have the time to rule whether the member to withdraw or not to withdraw. Thank you so much.
Honorable Member, did I get you right that that this, you can have your seat? But I was just wondering, did I get you right that one of the honorable members take your seat, the honorable member? Really insinuated that there's urgent attempts to remove the speaker. Not really. The honorable member, please let's proceed. Majority, and let's keep time. Sorry, the honorable is wrong.
And I want to request you, Mr. Speaker, to protect me, Mr. Speaker, so that I can prosecute this issue, Mr. Speaker, and bring some sense, Mr. Speaker, and inform these honorable members that are placing those honorable members to over 106 membership and over 40 membership in select and sectorial is not an easy. We had several parameters which was guiding us as a selection committee, Mr. Speaker. And I want to commend the committee because, Mr. Speaker, before we retreated to do the nepotism we did, Mr. Speaker, we did request all honorable members to do their wishful list so that it can be easily for us, Mr. Speaker. And after that, Mr. Speaker, I want to bring to speed how the selection committee was formed. The selection committee, Mr. Speaker, was formed under the basis of regional balance, and we had requested every sub-county to nominate the member they saw fit, and they have chosen him or her to represent them on the selection committee, Mr. Speaker, so that the honorable member who was representing a certain committee, Mr. Speaker, from a sub-county was taking care of the interests of the members from their sub-county, Mr. Speaker. So if the members from a certain sub-county feel aggrieved, Mr. Speaker, I think it was an oversight for them, Mr. Speaker, because the members from my sub-county, Mr. Speaker, before I did anything, Mr. Speaker, I used to consult that because of the regional balance, because of the gender, Mr. Speaker, because of the professionalism, allow me to nominate you to a certain committee, and we all agree. That's why we have less complaints and less conflicts in some of the committees, Mr. Speaker. Otherwise, Mr. Speaker,
order, because of time, can you finalize your point?
I'm finalizing. Yeah. I'm saying we are not 100% as a selection committee, Mr. Speaker. We have some gray areas which there was an oversight on it, Mr. Speaker. The issue of professionalism, Mr. Speaker. I think going forward, Mr. Speaker, we need to see the professionalism of an individual before we place them on a certain committee, Mr. Speaker, because we need expertise in different. Finalizing, Mr. Speaker, on the issue of finalizing, Mr. Speaker, allow me so that I finish.
We had an issue at hand to be.
I want to
order, honorable member. Order and the Honorable Lezeron, you have just lost your chance like that. The Honorable Amos Birir, and then we will wind it up shortly.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this chance you have given me to contribute the selection which was made. I want to congratulate Majority Leader and all the leaders who attended the selection. Actually, it was good. I want to support because not all of us will fight for that work. But I want to support those leaders who have gone. The most important thing is to work together with cooperation. Because even though you have done this thing, still we need one another. And we are here as brothers and sisters. Let us continue to build Kericho County. The only thing I am requesting, let us work together. Let us work as a team. Otherwise, we cannot build this Kericho County if we are not working together. Otherwise, I don't have much to say. Congratulations, Speaker, for giving me this chance. I am here because of the people of Kapatet. I was given this chance. It is very good when I am here to work for them, rather than to fight. I cannot take anything to my place if I am not ready to work for my people. Thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you so much, the Honorable Member. The Honorable Rogonya, and then I will, and I hope, I want you to, and then I'll give to the Honorable Paul Kipto to, yes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. First, I want to delve from the matter that is before us. One, there is a member who's made very frivolous allegations against the select committee. And Mr. Speaker, I think that particular member ought to apologize, withdraw, because the selection committee has even stated by the member who seconded the motion, said it was a difficult job. And Mr. Speaker, number two, there is no less a committee in this house. If you are a member of Justice and Legal Affairs Committee, that is a very important committee in this house. So, Mr. Speaker, I don't want you to let go of that member without apologizing and withdrawing, because the selection committee did the best job. So, Mr. Speaker, please let the member come here, and if he can't confirm the allegations, then he has to withdraw the statement. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Honorable Paul Kipto.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. As I withdraw, I want to say this, Honorable Speaker. Going as per what Honorable the former majority said, I've known where the problem is. We as a sub-county of Ainamoi, it seems we are depicted on someone who just played his own interest and didn't care about the others. Thank you. Otherwise, I withdraw. Thank you.
Order, honorable members. Order, honorable members. Order. I want to give to the Honorable Martin, and please note that the Honorable Paul Kipto has withdrawn. I want to believe it was in relation to the matter of remote control. Is that enough? So, order, honorable members. Can we? Yes, Honorable Martin. Yep.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. Also to give my contribution. I, being a member of a selection committee that was mandated in placement of the members to various committees, sectorial and select committees. First, allow me, Mr. Speaker, Honorable Speaker, to applaud members for supporting the report. And also, having said that, I want also to say that it wasn't an easy job for the selection committee to come out with such a report. It took us a lot of, I being one of the members, we took a lot of consideration, and based on many factors as captured even from the report. I being a member representing Ainamoi sub-county, I want to put it very clear that
in our sub-county, we have more than any other sub-county members of county assembly. In our sub-county, we have 12 members of the assembly, whereas even in some other counties or some other counties, we have as low as 5. Yes, 5 members coming from those areas, and even other 7 or less than 12 for more. So it took us a lot of time and even a lot of energy trying to balance, especially for me and Mheshimiwa Beatrice, whom I come out from the same sub-county. We had a lot of time even trying to balance, and even trying to place each and every member in where we thought actually was comfortable. But there is something also that I want to put across, that we may not have been 100%. We may not be 100% perfect, but at least, Honorable Speaker, we tried our best. We gave our best. And I want to echo what one honorable member said, that there is no lesser committee. All committees, depending on the performance of the members that are placed there, is equally the same as the rest of the committees. So, Honorable Speaker, I want to support the report, and urge also the honorable members that will support and move forward to deliver to the people of Kericho County.
Thank you, honorable members. Looking at our time.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Yes, thank you. Honorable members. Yes, looking at our time. What is it, Paul Kipto? And I'm giving you a minute.
Thank you, Speaker. The member who has just left. If there is no lesser committee, he has placed himself in water, he has placed himself in lands. If there is no lesser committee, have me in either lands or water, and then you go to justice. Thank you, Speaker.
Honorable members, order. I want to give to the chief whip, and then I will move. I'll give to the mover of motion to reply, and then after that, I'll put the question.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for giving me this opportunity. I want to make it very clear that I want to congratulate the Honorable Majority Leader together with his own committee for doing a wonderful job. And number 2, Mr. Speaker, before I give an input, I want also to confirm or to clarify that to inform the House that, Mr. Speaker, as they were actually trying to balance on the members going for various positions, I want to say that, Mr. Speaker, I also happen to have been also in another caucus where, Mr. Speaker, I was crowned the Vice Chair, to inform the House that I was crowned the Vice Chair of the Chief Whips that is in Kenya. So that is a plus for this county, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, order, honorable member. Even though we congratulate you, the communication only should come from the chair. Honorable, you are out of order, the chief. Can you finish your point? Order. Finish, proceed and finish in matters to the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I wanted to confirm that Mr. Speaker, I wanted to confirm that a lot of activities that took place over this weekend all went out to be successful. That is what I wanted, Mr. Speaker. But then, as it may, Mr. Speaker, I also want to say that whoever has been placed, Mr. Speaker, to any other committee, all the committees, Mr. Speaker, are all equal. And therefore, I'm requesting all the honorable members that have been placed in various committees that they should also know that they are not representing any sub-county, either a ward, but they are all representing the entire county. So as you retreat to your various committees, honorable members, Mr. Speaker, I want to request them that as they elect themselves for positions of the chair and vice chair, I wish them all the best. And whoever is elected, I request that let's all work as a team and work for the entire Kericho. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. The Honorable Majority, please reply as a mover of the motion.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And also, I would like to thank all the members of this House for overwhelmingly supporting and contributing positively to the report that I presented. And I want to say that for the members of the selection committee members, it was not an easy job, considering all the factors, the interest of the members, the regional balance, the gender balance, and all the other factors. I would like to say that the select committee did a very good job, and I say kudos, congratulations for the well job done. Now, what I would like to request the members is right now, we need to now move forward. We need now to say that the committees that we have constituted should be active as soon as possible. And I know that we have a big role that we have to play in every committee, because we have to deliver to the people of Kericho as we promised them. And my request is, all the committees, I believe, have an equal task. What will make the difference is how active the committee is going to be in the assembly. And I had discussed with our members that maybe the select committee should not be disbanded soon, so that we also act as a watchdog, because we need to have these committees active. And also, we need to focus.
Finish order.
Thank you very much. We need also to see, Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to request that once the committees goes to elect their chairpersons, that all the committee members be trained on their roles in each committee, so that they can be able to perform very well. I don't want to say much. I would like to say, in conclusion, I want to request the House that maybe when we go back to elect the chairpersons, the vice chairpersons, that we consider that all the members in the House at least to get a responsibility allowance, so that they can be able to play responsibly at different roles in the House.
Thank you very much, the Honorable Majority. Yes. Our time is up.
Okay.
Yes, can you finalize?
Thank you. Speaker, sir, thank you very much for giving me this time. I would like to thank the members for adopting and also supporting the report. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, the Honorable Majority. As per our standing orders number 64, at the conclusion of every debate, the Speaker shall put the question. I now rise to put the question, Honorable members. The motion by Honorable Majority Leader and seconded by the Honorable Eric B., that this House approves the report of the Selection Committee on the nomination of members to different House and sectoral committees of the Assembly. Will as of many of the same opinion say aye? Aye. Will as of many as of the contrary opinion say nay? Nay. The ayes have it. Order, honorable members. Order. Honorable members, order. I now have a communication to the House. Following the adoption of this report as moved by the Majority Leader, I wish to communicate as follows. Pursuant to Standing Order 174, the clerk shall appoint a place, date and time for the first meeting of a committee within 7 days of its constitution of the Assembly, or such further period as the Speaker may approve. And as soon as the majority of the committee is present, the clerk shall by a secret ballot conduct the election of a chairperson and vice chairperson of the committee. In this regard, therefore, honorable members, I direct election of the said positions be done immediately after this session. A detailed program of time and place for the said exercise shall be communicated to you by the clerk immediately after the session. And having seen in our WhatsApp group let me just put it clearly that this exercise should be done before our next session, which shall start at 2:30. So, honorable members, stand guided that immediately after this session, you are expected to move into various committees and elect the chairperson and the vice chairperson respectively. I think I'm also communicating this because the House Business Committee met in the morning and approved that we shall be communicating the same to the House in our afternoon session. And therefore, I urge the members, majority and chief whip, to ensure that this exercise is done within the few minutes before we regroup again for our 2:30 p.m. session. Honorable members, there being no other agenda, this House stands adjourned until 2:30 p.m. this Tuesday, 25th October 2022.